Welcome back to a new week here with Life with the Bridges. This week we are going to be planning and ordering our sleepers and hopefully putting a good plan in place in terms of what and how and when and why we're going to start creating this sleeper edging and most importantly Teddy's play area for his birthday. His birthday is on the 11th of May and it is now the 1st of April, so I've got just over a month to get this planned, get it ordered and get it in the ground and sorted, because we've also got to membrane this whole area, put some bark down and then also build the toys and the activity area that is going to be revealed on his birthday. So got a lot to do in the next sort of like 30 to 40 days. But to start with, I've come up with a very rough sketch of what I kind of want it to look like. And now I need to run the tape measure over it to just make sure that I've got the right amount of wood, get it ordered and come up with a plan in place of actually how to do this. Because I've never laid sleepers, never laid anything like that. That's another challenge and a big project here at Bridge HQ. So other than that, we are hoping to hear hopefully the last few results from Teddy's bronchoscopy. We actually haven't heard much from that. Who knows? We are just waiting to hear from Great Ormond Street Hospital. But all the time we don't hear, we just assume good news. So, but for now, time to get some measurements. Look at that complex drawing that is a work of art. I have officially ordered all of the wood and that is coming in the next 2 to 4 days, which is exciting, but very daunting actually, because I've bought a load of wood which I don't really know what I'm doing with. But a good friend of mine is a landscape designer and I've had him round for a bit of a kind of conversation about how to do it, and he's actually offered to come and actually help potentially if the wood is here at the end of this week, just to kind of get me set up and sorted. And so I have that understanding, and once I have that I'm then going to just go ahead and crack on my own and hopefully get this all sorted. So it's all happening a little bit quicker than I thought it would. But yeah, exciting times. Stay tuned for hopefully a pretty big garden transformation, because it looks pretty rough and ready at the minute and it's needs addressing. But the most exciting part is being able to create Teddy's little play area. I bought him a sand pit the other day with like a little shade area, which is really lovely. And then we're going to put a Wendy house on there as well. And yeah, I may be even making a mud kitchen as well out of some timber, but that's a whole different other project. But yeah, for now we just wait for the timber to arrive and then we shall get to work. Exciting week ahead. All of this will be going. Edging comes around here. This is going to be bought out as a rectangle, edging across there, and all of these old pallet sleepers are going to be covered up, and that tree there is going to be a little raised bed planter in and around the tree. And yeah, exciting times. Obviously, when it comes to jobs like this, we obviously need to juggle my work, Kate's work, and obviously looking after Teddy, because it's not something that's done within a couple of hours. It's going to take days, you know. So Teddy's actually down for a nap, so I think I might start by taking up all this edging. And so if I start off by doing some of these smaller jobs, like taking up all this edging, then when it comes to the bigger jobs, then we can concentrate on them. So time to get up this rotten edging and chuck it in the bin. And if anyone's wondering, yes, I have bought some absolutely glamorous new gardening gloves. Because I kept doing things without gloves on, I either got blisters or dirty hands. Ooh, fantastic. So that is all the edging around the garden up. Now, all of these stones I'm going to scrape into a bucket and place them down here, because we've got all the stones around the decking, but it's a little bit thin. So obviously we're going to have to level this out. So all the stones I can get up and transferred somewhere else is another job done.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I tell ya, this is hard work. Who bloody hell would employ a personal trainer? Just do your garden. That's more than enough. Making good progress. Something that I am going to have potential problems with is that our garden is on like a slight slope up to the back here. And so some of these stones I'm picking up and dumping in and around the decking may actually have to be used to level out this bit, because ideally I want this whole play area sort of level, because obviously he's going to have his Wendy house and stuff like that on there. So I could be doing double work here, and it wouldn't surprise me knowing me. But until I'm told that I need to level it out with stones, I keep ticking this job off the list. Back to my back-breaking stonework. I've made an executive decision that I'm not going to move all those stones to there because I am pretty sure this will need levelling, and using the stones is probably the best option. So I'm going to leave them in the bucket and leave this few here, and then I could just push it down there if need be. But my second reason for stopping is because the cub's awake, and so I think we're about to go and take Willow out for a nice walk in the fresh air whilst we have a bank holiday Monday here in the UK today. So yeah, Kate's off work, so we're going to go and spend some time together as a family. Project play area. Pause. Time for some family time. Yeah, buddy! Have a nice nap. Want to play? Yeah. Why don't you get down then? Safely turn round. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Play-Doh. Shock. So we have come to another National Trust place called Wakehurst Park, and it's a humongous loads of trails, and we're going to see what it's like. And Teddy's already having a lovely time, but I've just broken my zip on my coat, so it hasn't started well, to be honest, chaps.
What have you got to say for yourself, Keat?
Just try and hug it. The state of that is just massive. Teddy, look at all the ducks. Yeah, buddy. What's going on with your hat? Say yeah, buddy.
Bye.
You're funny. Or just yeah, buddy. Love you.
Bye.
Lovely view. Certainly better than that hill that we've got to go up, that's for sure. Is the view going to be worth it, Teddy? The answer, not really. Not a bad little picnic spot, you're right. Shame we didn't bring a picnic though, isn't it? Onwards and upwards, Teds. This place is mental. It's got so many amazing flowers and plants, and they all seem to be blooming. Another National Trust ticked off the list. And Kate was just telling me that we paid £12.50 a month for both of us. And it's how much is it to get in here?
It's more than that, just per person to come just as
It's more than that per person, just to kind of get in here once. And kind of, so it's incentivising us to keep working our way around the local ones. And even the ones further afield when we go other places. It's
It's all around the country.
yeah. They're all absolutely stunning, so especially when the sun's out. It gives you a little gardening inspiration in terms of what you want your garden to look like. So much so that I've just nicked some seeds off one of the bushes, so I'm going to plant them in my garden. Shh! I was just saying to Kate that's what a bed should look like with no weeds in it, because Kate is chief weeder in our household. But she's not really a weeder, she's more of a weed snapper. She literally just snaps the heads off and pretends the roots aren't there. And then inevitably next year they come back even more flourishing and snaps the heads off them again. So I'm trying to make her have inspiration of how to actually weed a plant put to bed, because I actually detest it, to be honest. I'm quite happy for her to do it, but there's certainly some practice needed there, that's for sure. So I have just come here to Travis Perkins, which is building suppliers here in the UK, and I've just come and pick up some postcrete, which is some concrete that goes in the ground to concrete our posts in the ground, ready for our sleepers to go in. It is all exciting. I've also had another phone call from the timber yard that is dropping off our sleepers tomorrow, and then Friday is when hopefully, if the weather holds up, we are able to start this process of building and transforming our garden at Bridge HQ, and most importantly Teddy's new play area ready for his birthday. And it is all just trying to incentivize the boy to go and have fun outside, get his hands dirty and just be a little boy. And so this project is hugely exciting for me and massively important. But for now, heading back to Bridge HQ to unload this postcrete, which is now in my boot, and then then wait for the next delivery. Exciting times ahead. concrete in. Now time's for Teddy's play sound to go, finally, hopefully, one day in his sandpit. There is all the postcrete ready for the posts to start being laid down around the edge, ready to stick the sleepers to, which are coming tomorrow. So myself and Teddy B have come to a new garden centre for the later half of this day, because this morning my mum came round and had a little bit of a play date with him whilst I just kind of finished off some clients, and I had some things to go and run over to Tunbridge Wells to go and get my concrete. So yeah, he's had his nap now, and so I thought I'm going to take him out for the day and going to go to a lovely garden centre. But I've promised him some bees, because I said, oh, we were going to go to the garden centre to go and see some trees and some flowers, and that's where all the bumblebees live. And he's been saying, bees, bees, 1, 2, bees, all the way here. So there better be some bumblebees in this garden centre. Otherwise, I am going to let the poor kid down. So let's go on a bumblebee hunt. Where are we going, Ted? What are we going to go and find?
Bees.
Bees. Where do bees live? In the flowers, don't they?
Yeah.
Should we go and find some?
Yeah.
Can we just appreciate how cute he looks in his jacket, by the way? That's what happens when Daddy dresses you. You look cute. Cute. You are cute. Come on then, let's go on a bumblebee hunt. There better be some flipping bees in this place, but they've got so many flowers and trees. If they don't have bees, even I'll be surprised. It's actually one of the poshest garden centres around, to be honest, and it is extortionate. So I hope they don't mind me just coming in here to have a look at their trees for some bees. Oh, Teddy, can you see the flowers? There isn't any bees inside. No, let's have a look outside. Say, bumblebees, where are you? Wow, look at this for a garden centre. Say, bumblebees, where are you? Wow, Teddy, look at all these lovely flowers. Can you see them? Bees. Wow, Teddy, look at these lemons. Can you see the lemons?
Yellow.
They're lemons.
Yes.
What colour are they?
Yellow.
Yellow. Yes, I found there's bumblebees. Look, Teds. Yes, there's a bumblebee. Yeah. I knew I wasn't going to lie. You see them, Teddy?
No.
No, what do you mean no? There they are. Look, up there, Teddy. Up there. Big bumblebee, look. We can go home now. Come on then. Wow, look at all these lovely flowers. A horse? You're not going to find a horse in here, mate. This place is actually famous for selling really mature olive trees, and some of them are literally incredible. Look at this. Guess how much this one is? £700 for an olive tree in the UK that isn't going to ever grow any olives because the weather's terrible. Interesting. I've just come across some oak sleepers, and it's got me massively excited. A, because I paid less than that, but B, because this is what is going to turn up tomorrow. 28 big old sleepers. I'm quite intrigued how heavy they are, to be honest. I've got to get 28 from my drive to my garden. Might quickly try and lift one. Oh, flipping hell. Oh. Wow, they're extremely heavy. That could be a challenge, to be honest. And there's a will, there's a way. And I shall find a way. It literally blows my mind. Like these trees, that tree there, £820. I mean, I know it's pretty old, but who has that sort of money to be able to be spending that sort of money on trees? I don't. I can categorically tell you that. But it is phenomenal. Look at all of these different trees. I suppose if you are a multi-millionaire and you don't want to wait 10 years for them to grow, this is where you come, I guess. You come and buy trees that have been growing for a long, long time. Because these are incredible. Let me show you. Like every sort of tree you can imagine. We saw a bumblebee, so it's not all failed. Teddy's not quite as interested as all the flowers as I am, to be clear. Look at the colour of those bad boys. Anyway, so yeah, he's asked to go home, so therefore we should go home. But one day when I win the lottery, I'll come back here and buy a 50-year-old tree.
Should we go home?
Yeah.
Okay, then what do you want to do when we get home?
Yay.
You want to play?
Yeah.
Okay, darling.
Cozy.
Get cozy. Okay, I get you. Right, the king has called. Time to go home and get cozy. Yes, sir.
So today is a very, very exciting day, as I might have mentioned in a previous video about potentially taking this ginormous tree down. And it's something that I feel like I'm able to do, but I don't have the confidence to do it because, as you can see, behind the tree is my house. And if that tree goes on my house, we have big problems. But I mentioned it to my mum, and my stepdad is quite handy with a chainsaw as well. And so we're going to potentially, hopefully, try and take this down. We're going to try and take it down to sort of like this level and put like a bird bath on the top so Teddy can watch the birds. We're going to try to do it without A, killing ourselves, but B, smashing the fence or house. So he's going to come around with his chainsaw and rope and ladders, and hopefully we're going to get that down. And it also means we get a lot more logs for that ready for next winter, which they can start seasoning in our log shed at the back. The other exciting thing is our wood and sleepers and timber is all turning up for the big project to start on Friday. So yeah, as long as this weather holds up and we have the confidence to do so, that tree should be coming down. So we have a busy manual labour day planned. Kate is off work today, so she's going to be with Teddy and going to be taking him out and doing some bits and bobs whilst we crack on with the jobs of getting all the timbers off the driveway into the back garden and also tackling that tree. Exciting times. It's currently windy and a little bit rainy, so hopefully the weather kit holds up. Come on then, just take your first steps. Come on, you can do it. Go, go, go. Whoa, nearly. Go on then.
Daddy.
No, go to mummy.
Daddy.
God, I've got your hips. You go, you don't need your hands. You do not need the hands. Whoa! You did 2-3 steps there.
Exactly what I did the other day.
Good boy! And again.
Yeah.
Yeah! Well, there we have it. 28 sleepers, 4 posts, all ready to renovate this back garden and create Teddy's play area for his birthday. Super excited about it. The weather is awful, but job done. I'm not sure what's going to happen with this tree yet because the wind and the rain is still there, but if they're willing to go ahead with it, then so am I. If not, it'll be something for another day. Just as I was about to go back in and get dry, turns out Teddy's gone for an early nap. He's had a bit of a rough night's sleep. And I've got 2 new wall hanging baskets, so whilst I'm wet I might as well carry on, and I'm going to drill them onto that wall underneath the light, so when the lights are on at the night they go there and one there. Time to get drilling. There we have it, 2 little wall planters to kind of match this one over here that's going to be amazing one day but looks a bit of a sorry state. The parents are here, time to address this tree. Well, we still have progress. Will it come down? Who knows? Whilst my stepdad took off some of the lower limbs and my mum and I cleared the branches away into bags, it was finally leaving the 2 big branches, and there was a lot of hands on hips going on, discussing whether it was too much of a bigger risk or not. We pondered, and pondered some more. Should we have risked it? Probably not, but what you are looking at is 2 underqualified men that don't like to be beaten, justifying to each other how we need to cut it there, pull it about there and drop it here, as if we had 20 years experience of tree surgery under our belt. When actually, the closest experience I've got to felling a tree is cutting Teddy's bloody toenails, and failed multiple times at that. But with the vision in mind and the want to succeed driving us forward, we carried on cutting whilst Mum had the ambulance on speed dial. But minute by minute and gust of wind by gust of wind, the limbs kept on falling. Until we were left with the 2 big boys. Well, I'm and ahhing about these last 2. Is it going to happen? Doesn't help it's windy. But But we never fear a challenge, so we made the uneducated decision, with my stepdad's lanky limbs and lack of experience, and my gormless attire and 20 years worth of gym experience, plus a sprinkle of my mum's uneducated tree advice, when combined, makes a team of idiots determined to fell this tree. Also, Teddy can have a bird bath on top of a tree stump so he can watch the birds have a wash in the morning. Bloody superb. With the cut made, we called Mr. Tickle down from the ladder, and with one big pull, with one branch down and one to go. It was only when standing back and looking at our masterpiece that we actually realised it looked like a naked man doing a handstand on a winter's day. But that wasn't enough for us to keep it, so we continued to cut it down and finally bringing us to the last, final branch. Funnily enough, the one that made me quiver in my crocs as it was leaning towards my neighbour's house. This was it. It all came down to this final branch, with me dressed to impress in full yanking mode, and my mum apparently attempting to bring a plane into land, and Kate and Teddy cheering us on from the comfort of the house the tree could land on. And finally, Mr. Tickle ready to make the vital cut. We were ready for the big finale. We grouped together and pulled as if we were in the Tug of War Championships 2024, and then finally...
Success!
We cut up all the branches into logs to season for next year, and finally made the last big cut.
Happy days!
Well, there we have it, ladies and gents. We got it down. Absolute carnage. But another stage complete in the renovation of Bridge Garden. Time to go for a shower. Me checking out for the day. Excuse me, dude.
Good.
Is there anything you're up to? There's your telly for when we go out, isn't it? We're going to go to Nanny's.
Oh, heavy.
What's heavy? The telly?
Chili.
Telly's heavy?
Yes. Oh, heavy.
It's heavy.
Tough.
Tough. Man of many words now, aren't you, mate? Ta-da! Ta-da! Who are we going to see? Nanny and Grandad Nick. What are you going to do? You're going to have some fun. Fun. Wow. I love your hat, mate. It's super cool. Yeah, buddy. You are a cool dude. Ta-da! You're a cool dude, aren't you? That is the little cub dropped off, and he is in such a sprightly mood, especially after having a pretty rocky morning, up at 4 till about 6:30, and then only went down for another hour. So, but yeah, he's in a fantastic mood. But just dropped him off there. Mum's got him till nap time, so I can just go home, get the house sorted, do some editing, because it's in these times when Teddy goes for play dates in which I can actually start editing these videos. Otherwise, with my job in the morning, and then looking after Teddy all day, and then his hour and a half sort of nap time doesn't give me a great time to actually edit. So a good couple of hour chunk is a good time for me to be able to get some good progress on in some editing, to continue to make these videos for you guys and keep raising awareness. I just want to say a huge thank you on that note as well to all of our new members that have joined as of this month. It is appreciated beyond belief, just you guys going the extra mile and supporting us. And yeah, I still can't believe it, to be honest, but thank you so much. And anybody that's interested in becoming a member, then please click the join button on our main page. Then it will take you straight to the page and tell you all about our membership. But for now, time to go home and get some work done. After Teddy's playdate and then home for a nap, we took Teddy out for a little bit of fresh air at another National Trust trail.
Mama.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Red.
So my mum and I have just come back from another national trust with Teddy. It's nice just to get some fresh air, to be honest. We went to another one called Standon House and Gardens, which again was about a 25-minute drive from us. So yeah, it was just really nice just to get out. Lots of lovely flowers and trees, and there was actually an Easter egg trail as well, which was really nice. That was still left there from Easter. And yeah, so but we had an update from Great Ormond Street Hospital whilst we were away, and so I'm going to hand it over to our information specialist, Katie Bridge, who is going to take you through what the information that Great Ormond Street have given to us regarding Teddy and his bronchoscopy test results. So over to you, Kate.
Hi everyone, excuse the state of me. I look rough and I feel rough. And my hair needs a good wash, so just keeping it real. Finally had a call with Dr. Juliana, Teddy's consultant from Great Ormond Street. She's brilliant, but it does sometimes take a while to hear from these doctors. And actually, to be fair to her, she was waiting for lots of results and to come up with a plan with the respiratory team. So in terms of all Teddy's bronchoscopy lab results, everything's come back negative except for the rhinoenterovirus, which is basically all just like the common colds and things, which fun enough makes sense, if you can hear my voice. So no dodgy bacterial or fungal infections showing. Doesn't mean there 100% isn't any, but it's highly unlikely because they did some really good samples and checks. There's one which they're waiting for, which will take quite a while. It's for a type of bacterial infection which is completely atypical, so you just wouldn't expect it. It takes a long time to actually check for it, and takes a really specific treatment to actually get rid of it. The fact that he doesn't spike fevers isn't getting worse and worse, and all of that jazz, apparently it's highly unlikely that it's that, but they're testing for it anyway, which is good. So the plan is they've re-looked at his immune constitution, and although his CD4 count and things are doing great, his white blood cells are doing good, neutrophils, etc., his immunoglobulins are extremely low. And his immunoglobulins are the B cells that send proteins to the other cells when you're poorly, tell them where to go and treat it, basically. I think that's what she said. Medical people on here, correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, there's two types. There's an immunoglobulin M and G. So his M figure, he's supposed to have 0.5 and above is a good level. His were 0.1, so just shows his really low. And the G type, 3 and above is a good level. His were 0.31, so again, really too low. So yeah. What their plan is to give him monthly IVIG therapy, which is basically infusions of immunoglobulins to try and help boost his immune system and give him a bit of a fighting chance, really, of staying well, and if he does become poorly, clearing out nice and quickly, whereas it feels at the minute he's potentially just been fighting back-to-back viruses, COVID, potentially bacterial infections, fungal infections, that the antibiotics and things have treated, and he's probably now carrying quite a lot of inflammation on his lung. He also needs his video fluoroscopy, which will check his swallowing is safe, and he's on the waiting list for cancellation at cost for that. He's booked in for June or July, but they want it sooner, so hopefully that'll happen soon. And that's it, really. So that's the plan for now. Hope that the IVIG really helps him to just clear whatever's lingering, and again, just make sure this swallowing is safe. All his clinic bloods are going to be done monthly with his IVIG therapy, because I said there's absolutely no way I'm having him access twice in 1 month unnecessarily. So they're happy to cluster those together, which is good. As you've probably seen previously, Pembury haven't been the greatest at accessing Teddy with cannulas and to take bloods without causing him much trauma. So yeah, combining those, which is grand. Other than that, it was more conversations around if there isn't any improvement after the IVIG therapy starts or there's deterioration, then they will really need to start looking at other things like potential for lung GVHD, which at the moment they don't believe it is. Just from the images, they don't look like a typical image of lung GVHD. Not to rule it out though. And ultimately, the only way to really find out for 100% certainty is a biopsy. But they've, as we said before, have decided not to do that for the moment because it's just far too invasive for him, which I agree with. So yeah, again, just going further down the line of box ticking and hoping that we can get him feeling better with this IVIG therapy and clear whatever it is for good and give him a bit more of a fighting chance. And finally, it means we can stop his antifungal medicine, which we hope has been the reason for him to stop eating. So hopefully in the next 48 hours we may see an improvement, which would be absolutely amazing because I just cannot wait to see that boy eat a damn good plate of food.
So yeah, all pretty positive in regards to where Teddy is at in terms of post bronchoscopy, and yeah, we just have to see what the next few months brings now, and we just hope that these immunoglobulin infusions start helping Teddy out a little bit more and get that immune system fighting the right viruses and funguses and bacterial infections that are to come, in the hope that we don't have to ever have the biopsy, because that just sounds horrendous. But that is a perfect time to end this video. Don't forget to come back next week when we start the garden project and the sleepers are going down and we create Teddy's birthday present, which is going to be his new play area. So yeah, see you Wednesday for that one. That is not one to be missed. Can't wait. It's going to be super exciting, but I'll catch you on the next one. Just remember, guys, live for today, as tomorrow is never promised. Ciao for now.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say love you.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Me.
Love you millions. Thumbs up. Yeah.